Glazer, sharp as a razor. He's the boss, he's the big guy, having Christmas in July. Gary Glazer, the biz chair king, the poster child for ADP.
One thing that sticks in my mind was when you were on Chastain Road at the company, and one day we were going to lunch and you said, do you want to ride out to where I'm looking at moving the company to? And I said, sure. So we hopped in your purple BMW, ran down the road, pulled in the parking lot of this huge facility, which used to be Herman Miller's manufacturing facility. And I saw all these phone poles in the parking lot with no wires on them. And I thought, wow, that's weird. Rode around the back of the building, got out, went in, and I saw this huge place, and I said, wow. And you said you were looking at taking half the space. And I said, really? He said, well, if they make me a good enough offer, I'll take the whole thing. And I remember looking at you and said, what in the world would you do with this space? And you said, I'll fill it up with chairs. And lo and behold, you did. So I want to say I'm really proud of you. I've followed this thing through the whole course of business, and if anybody deserves to retire now, you sure do. So have a happy retirement.
Penny!
Yeah, what?
Where's Sean?
I don't know.
What the fuck? He's never here. Yeah?
Hey Gary, got a minute?
Yeah.
Gary, we just got a whole big shipment of chairs. All the cushions are dented on them.
You kidding?
All the cushions.
Fucking Fisher, he fucked me again on that fucking phone. I can't believe it. God damn it.
Hey
Hi,
Gary.
Dad. We
Miss you, love you.
Mazel
Mazel tov.
Happy retirement.
Retirement.
We're the three amigos.
Jeff and I are thrilled to be here tonight with you. Jeff even had to reschedule his whole tennis program to be here. Haha. Anyhow, we hope to see many more opportunities to travel together, see you, come visit, and all that good stuff. Anyhow, you have a lot to be proud of, and we really love you.
Hey Gary, just wanted to say congrats on all your success in life. You've been a real inspiration to everyone around you. And believe it or not, you've been a real source of inspiration to me. You work harder than everyone I know, you negotiate like a bulldog, and you don't take no for an answer. I'm just happy to be your favorite son-in-law. Sorry, Magaro, I was first. Anyway, I'm excited for you. As one chapter in your life closes, another one begins. You have a lot of exploring to do, and I couldn't be happier for you.
Love you, Gary. Congratulations on retiring. Enjoy every minute of your retirement. Your mama loves you. Your mama loves you. Love you.
Hi, Gary. I wish I could be there to celebrate with all of you tonight. Steve and I have so many incredible memories of the time we've spent with you and Leslie, and it's hard to pick a favorite one. We've been kayaking and snorkeling in the Galapagos. We've been eating and drinking ourselves into oblivion at the Aspen Food and Wine Festival. We rang in the new year at the Greenbrier Hotel, and we've had lots of champagne toasts on your plane. But perhaps our favorite memory of you is when we all went and took a trip to South Africa and took a safari. There we were at 5 in the morning, sitting in the Jeep in the middle of the bush, surrounded by zebras, elephants, giraffes. Steve and I look over at you, and what are you doing? You're not looking at the zebras and giraffes. You're not taking photos. You're on your cell phone, making a phone call to China to order office furniture. Well, Gary, it looks like you had the last laugh because you're retired and we're not. Congratulations on your retirement. We're so happy for you. We wish you lots of many, many happy years ahead, and we hope we'll have lots of wonderful adventures together in the future. Mazel tov.
Am I good? One of my favorite memories of Gary is when I was 13 years old and we did a family vacation on a cruise. Gary's always been a prankster and trickster, and he kept feeding me mango and rum drinks, but he didn't tell me that there was rum in the drinks. So I had about 8 of them, and about 30 to 45 minutes later, my mom gets involved because the whole room is spinning, I'm throwing up, and of course Gary gets in trouble. I love you very much, and you will always be a trickster and prankster in my book, and no one deserves to be retired more than you. Keep being a prankster, and I can't wait to do more activities with you in the future.
Gary, Time goes by so very fast. It's so hard to believe. It's time for your retirement. Time for feeling free. You've worked so very hard to make this dream come true, and no one deserves it any more than you. You have had some rough times. You've made it through them all. You've made the best of what life brings, and today you're standing tall. We wish you days of happiness, not filled with any strife. We hope that your retirement years are the best years of your life.
Love the Yoslowitz family.
Yoslowitzes, all the very best.
Ever since I met Gary, I've experienced many things for the first time. My first time trying shellfish, my first time trying pork, sorry Dad, and my first time trying a gummy bear. I'm looking forward to trying many more firsts with you in the future, and congratulations on your retirement.
My older brother tried to make his younger brother, me, miserable, just like any other older brother tries to make their younger brother, but he did it with love. So I really have to reflect back on our youth, our childhood, and I listed things. I've got to read it to you because I can't. There's so much to cover. I wrote a few things down. One thing I'd like to reflect on is the first thing. I remember when we were little, I must have been 6, Gary must have been about 7 or 8. Our mother had bought us a set of gloves, each of us a set of gloves, a pair of gloves. And she said, "You better not lose those gloves, or you kids are going to be going this all winter without your gloves." So a few weeks later, my mother said to my brother and I, she said, "You boys still have your gloves?" I said, "Mom, I'm missing one. I just got one glove. I'm missing one." And Gary said, "I got my gloves. The funny thing is they're both left-handed." In other words, he took one of my gloves. I went the whole winter with one glove. But that's what older brothers do. Gary he would never play games with me unless we bet. We always had to bet something, pennies, nickels, whatever, a toy, whatever. He had to gamble. And I always lost because the cards were always stacked to give me. But that's what older brothers do. He used to love to tie me up in the closet, tie me up and throw me in the closet, and time how long it would take me to get untied. That was always loads of fun. And that's what this older brother did. I don't know about other brothers, but that's what this older brother did. Gary has worked hard all his life. He's worked hard and he's played hard and worked hard playing jokes on a lot of people. Gary, I want to congratulate you on your retirement. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you continue enjoy playing jokes on people, but always watch your back because you never know when one of us will do it to you. Anyway, congratulations. Love you.
Yeah. One of my favorite memories with you is when we used to play backgammon and I was up $32,000. I thought I was on top of the world and we decided to play one more game because you kept trying to drag it on. So we played and I didn't lose. I didn't get gammoned. I got backgammoned. So I went from being up $32,000 to owing you 64,000 hours of back rubs. I don't know why you wanted a 12-year-old boy giving you back rubs, but that's what you wanted. So that's one of my favorite memories with you.
And my favorite memory of Gary is the first time that we met. So Sean was introducing me to his parents and we were going out to eat. And Gary had to get up in the middle to go to the bathroom. And he comes back about a minute later and says that he can't go to the bathroom because he can't get the zipper down on his pants. So Leslie had to get up and go to the bathroom with Gary and try to get the zipper down. Meanwhile, people are coming in and out of the bathroom and wondering why the two of them are in the same stall together. And he finally comes back. Both of them come back. He cannot get his zipper down on his pants. And he had to get up and leave the dinner early so that he could go home and use the bathroom. So my first memory of Gary is my favorite memory of Gary, and many more to come.
Happy retirement, Gary. Congrats.
I am so proud of you, Gary. You are my rock. You are the most amazing person. You've worked so hard for so many years. I'm just looking so forward to all the times we're going to spend together. We can go to Sarasota now during the week, and you never have to worry about getting up early for work again. Love you so, so much, and just enjoy this beautiful evening.
And the first thing that I thought about were the songs that he used to sing me as a child. One of them being Puff the Magic Dragon, and one of them being A You're Adorable, which is funny because my sister Kelsey has no recollection of those songs at all. However, I remember him singing them all the time, and now I sing them to my kids, especially my daughter Bryn, who asks for A You're Adorable every night, and I always think of you when I sing it, and I always will every time I hear it or sing it or read it, because we have a book too. And it just makes me so happy. It's such a sweet song, and I love that that was our song. And then it's funny because my next memory as an adult was also a song, and that is my favorite memory was of us dancing at my wedding to the Time Warp. And thanks to Sean, nobody will forget that because it's on YouTube. So you're welcome, everyone. But Dad, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished, everything you set out to do, you've done. And I'm so thankful that you're able to retire and hopefully relax, although I know that that's something that you cannot do because you're already on to the next venture in your life. But I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of you, and I love you so much, Dad. Happy retirement.
Hey, Dad. I can't believe we're here. Happy retirement. This is so exciting. So we were asked to talk about a time, one of our favorite times with you, and that's really hard to choose just one because you were so much fun to be with. But one of my favorite times is the time that you made me get a fake ID so we could go to Vegas together and I could finally gamble with you. So I did, and we went to Fremont one night and we had some drinks, we went to a blackjack table, you know, we were talking to the people we were sitting with, and I'm pretty sure I was 18 and it was my birthday. And anyways, we were just talking and you decided to be like, yeah, we're here for my daughter's 18th birthday. And clearly at that point they knew I wasn't 21 and it got super awkward. So we left, but that will always be a cherished memory of mine, and I love you. I'm so excited that we finally get to go on more Vegas trips and make more memories together. I love you. Bye.
Henry, what's your favorite memory of Grandpa?
Tickle Monster. Hi, retirement Grandpa.
One of my favorite memories of Gary is of the day I met him. Kelsey and I have been dating for a few months, and she wanted me to come meet the parents. So I show up to this nice house, not really knowing what to expect, and I walk in, and there's Gary. And mind you, this is pre-trendy diesel jean bonobos shirt wearing Gary. So he was looking something like this. The monochromatic, black, slim-fitting Gary look, it works though. I liked him instantly because the first thing he said to me was, Mark, you want a drink? And I said, sure. So he says, how about Jack and Coke? I said, yeah, it's great. So he goes over to his little bar and pours me a Jack and Coke that resembled this. I'm just sitting there watching him. That was the Jack and Coke that I got that day that I met Gary. And I knew from then on that we were going to be great friends. And you know, I think this drink right here also sort of personifies Gary in the way. If he does something, he's going to do it big, and he's going to do it right. It's exactly what he did with his business. Gary, you deserve to be retired. Happy retirement. Can't wait for the next memories to be made with you.
You can go your own way. Call it another lonely day.
We're in Hong Kong. We're getting ready to go out on a boat. We arrived last night, and we're having the time of our lives.
All right.
I'm Lucky Gary.
I'm Nick Needlemeyer. And I'm Dusty Martin. Together we're the Three Amigos. We just checked into the Sands in Singapore. This hotel is unbelievable. We're on the top of the roof, floor 57.
In the infinity pool, the largest infinity pool in the world.
And I'm Lucky Gary. And I'm Nick Needleman. And I'm Dusty Martin. Together, we're the Three Amigos. Ooh.